Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian. Today I got a game called Pingo Pingo. Pingo Pingo is a 2 to 5 player, real-time dexterity game by Roberto Fraga and published by Iello. In this game, players are trying to get the most treasure by the time the soundtrack ends. Players take turns flipping over cards, one at a time. Sometimes they reveal treasure, but other times they reveal action cards. These actions must be performed before the words Pingo Pingo are heard on the soundtrack. If not, they lose a health point. So, let's check it out, and I'll show you how to gain the most treasure, avoid losing all your health, and take out the wild polar bear using your dart gun in Pingo Pingo. Setup, give each player 7 life point cards, and line them up in front of you. Shuffle the cards, deal them out, all of them to each player. Place all of your adventure cards in a stack without looking at them. These cards have the treasures and the actions. These pretty much control the entire game. It randomizes whose turn it is and when this happens. Then, put the bullets in the center, and also put the gun where everybody can reach it, in the center. Next, stand these up. These stand because of the little bottoms, and these are what happens whenever you flip over an action card. Here is how you place it. They're about 6 to 10 feet away from the table, so make sure you play in a room big enough. You place these around the room, make sure that the bridges are on opposite sides of the room. You are now ready to begin. First thing to do is to insert the CD and start it on track 2. It will start on a beach sound. When it's loud and there are noises and birds tweeting, it's daytime. Whenever no birds, no main noises, and there's crickets, then it's nighttime. This will affect the game. About every 30 seconds, you will hear Pingo Pingo. This is the main noise that will greatly affect the game. To flip cards on your turn, there's a special way so you don't cheat. Pick up all the cards, pick it up that side, and shove. Then, if it's orange bordered, you do the action. This card means that you run and touch one of the bridges, and then you run and touch the other bridge. Then you're done. But you have to do it before Pingo Pingo. Otherwise, you lose a life point. You flip it over. If you don't do it before Pingo Pingo, it becomes you don't get it. Now, the next person flips. If it's daytime, everybody wants to tap it. But look, spiders. That's a trap. If you tap it, you lose a life point. Now, it's this person's turn. Flip it. If it's daytime, they want to tap it, and then they get it. But if it's nighttime, nobody wants to tap it. This action means you go and touch the ship, and then you get the gun and you shoot the space penguin. For the gun, take the gun. Right now you can't insert the bullet. So you take this, pull it back, forward, slide the bullet in, then you're ready to pull the trigger. Players take turns flipping over cards, doing actions, and getting treasure until 15 minutes. When the CD ends, the noise will just stop. The game's over, count up your treasure, the person with the most treasure wins. This card is the way to give players back their cards. The person who flipped it has to take all the cards and deal cards out to each player before Pingo Pingo. If they don't make it, then they lose a health point, but they still deal out the rest of the cards. Each person takes the cards that they were dealt, puts them on the bottom of their deck, and play continues. Let's take a look at some of the cards. This is a shaman. Whenever you flip over this card, someone who's missing any number of health points wants to tap it, and then they reveal them. They get them back. But if someone who has a full and taps it, they lose one. There's nighttime traps, which are harder to see. And then there's daytime's normals. There's different types of treasure. Nighttime trap. Daytime trap. So there's that one. Deal again. You shoot. You take the gun. You load it. And then you shoot the bear. The bridges. This one, encampment. It's a nighttime encampment. You tap this card when it's nighttime, and you steal a treasure card from another person. But some of them are trapped. This one isn't. In the trapped ones, there's a guy standing here. Let's see if I can find one of those. It's a daytime encampment without one. So there's a daytime and a nighttime, then there's trapped of each. The nighttimes are harder to see, but here's a daytime encampment. See the guy? There's also a nighttime one, which I will get for you in a second. The encampments let you steal cards from other players. They are very important in the game. I've seen people win because of them. And here's a nighttime encampment with trap. If you lose all of your health, you are out of the game. Distribute all of your treasure cards to all of the other players evenly. If only one person remains, they are the winner. Otherwise, the game ends when the CD ends. The player with the most treasure cards wins, but beware, you can only keep 3 treasure cards per life. If there's a tie, the person with the most health wins. If there's still a tie, players take turns shooting at the targets. When one person misses, they are out of the game. The other person wins. And that's how you play Pingo Pingo. Okay, got my dad here for a parent's opinion. So Dad, what do you think of Pingo Pingo?
I love Pingo Pingo. It is so much fun. Just the running around and the frantic, slapping the cards, trying to decide if it's day or night. It is just a very fun, great time.
The components are really nice. The plastic rubber darts, whatever they are.
Yeah, the cool little darts and the gun. What other game comes with a gun, right? So that's a big plus for the components. The little stands, they're okay.
They're okay.
Sometimes it's hard to find a place where they can stand up, and then of course they fall over when you shoot them. So then you got to take time to stand them back up. CD.
The CD, pretty nice CD.
Yeah, and you can download the soundtrack off of Iello's website if you don't have a CD player around. So that's another way to do it. It is harder to hear on your phone, but you could find other ways to play it on a computer and whatnot.
It's kind of hard to decipher what if it's day or night, but it's quieter during night.
Yeah, there's 2 tracks on the CD. The first one is an example of the sounds, right? So there's a Pingo Pingo first, then there's day music,
then a Pingo Pingo,
and then another Pingo Pingo, and then night music, and then Pingo Pingo. So if you listen to the track 1 a couple of times, get a good feel for it, and then you start the game on track 2, and it's exactly 15 minutes long. So you know exactly how long this game's going to last. And so they did a really good job on the CD. Just a little bit hard to tell sometimes if it's day or night. But that just adds to the fun of the game.
The artwork is wonderful. I love the artwork.
Yeah,
The
Iello does a great job with artwork, and they definitely did a great job on
they
this one.
nailed it on this. The gameplay is pretty easy. You flip it over, you do the action, take the gun, shoot, run, touch, run, touch.
Yeah, it's really super easy. This one says ages 6 and up. I have a 4-year-old, and he loves this game. It's easy enough for him to do it, flipping the cards. He's not, the quickest one to slap the card to get it first. So there is that, but he is able to play with us, and it's just a great family game.
There's a bit of strategy. When you want to slap the cards, you gotta make sure that you see it, see if it's a trap.
Yeah, so this is a dexterity game. You're trying to do things quickly. You're trying to slap the card.
Shoot the
and
thing,
sometimes
run,
there's
touch.
a trap. Sometimes it's night, and the day treasure comes out. So there's just a lot of stuff going on that could trip you up. You have 7 health, but there is ways to get the health back. There's not too much strategy in this game. You just play along and do what comes up, and that's Pingo Pingo.
Really easy for kids. I really love this game. This one's gonna stay on our shelves a long time.
Yeah, overall, great family game. We're going to keep this one for a long, long time. I think all of our kids love playing it, and it's just a great, fun game to play with all different ages. It's hilarious to run back and forth, and even to watch the adults running back and forth, touching the bridges and trying to shoot the gun. And if you miss, you got to keep reloading. And then sometimes you'll hear the Pingo Pingo, and you lose a health point. But that Pingo Pingo comes every 30 seconds, so sometimes
it happens right before you do the cards, so you got lots of time.
It's just luck that you flipped your action over and then it got it. So, but like I said, there's ways to get your health back. I don't think we've ever played where anybody died. But again, overall, A++ for Pingo Pingo.
Thank you for watching Brian Scott Game. Please like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian Scott Game, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian, this is my dad. See you next time.